Millions of Americans are hitting the road for the 4th of July holiday. We'll get tips on staying safe and having fun. The city and surrounding suburbs are making preparations for holiday celebrations. On Wall Street, the Dow finished down 179 points. The up 179. The Nasdaq up 61, and the S&P up 22. Pretty good day on Wall Street. 82 degrees in Chicagoland right now, heading to a high of 87 degrees. Let's get a check on those markets right now, see how things went today. They've closed higher for the holiday break. John Beaver is joining us, president of Phase 3 Advisory Services, registered principal with Royal Alliance Associates based in Buffalo Grove. John, a short day, just a few hours. What do you make of what you saw today?
Well, we have several reasons to celebrate, Cisco, not just the 4th. We have accommodated central bankers around the world and anticipated rate cuts. This record close, but this market rally does come amidst lower earnings here. It creates an opportunity, I think, to take the profit. So let's take a look at the micro view. Close to 2,996 on the S&P 500. That is a new high, but I would expect some psychological resistance at 3,000, and we have the Dow closing in on 27,000. And the Russell 2000 small cap continues to underperform. Even more micros, Tesla, interesting news today. They came in with 95,200 deliveries above expectations, but these tax credits are going away for Tesla at the end of the year. I mention that because in Illinois here, Pritzker just signed a law to increase the registration fee for these EVs. It was proposed at $1,000 a year registration fee. It did come in finally at $248. That's an interesting point there. Another small fact, healthcare costs continue to really pressure and squeeze consumers. And I'm going to put in a plug here for the HSA Expansion Act. I think one of the ways to address this is to expand the HSAs, and that's actually what's before Senate right now. House has passed the law. So take a look at that. It's really interesting. And lastly, on the small micro side, transports today did disappoint in today's reports. That's a key point, but maybe in it,
They're in what? Remember what you've learned.
Prescription medication to treat ED at affordable prices. And now get your first month supply for just $5 at 4hims.com/Chris. Hims connects you with real doctors online. Prescribe the medication in a pharmacy, send it right to your door. So easy. To get your first order for just $5, you need to go to 4hims.com/Chris. That's 4hims.com/Chris. This humidity will continue for the next 3 days and finally release for the weekend. For the 7th, partly sunny and humid high near 84. Tonight, partly cloudy with patchy fog with 55. Tomorrow, Interstate. Partly sunny, humid, some chance of showers and thunderstorms and high near 86. From Fox to West, your safety is
Democrat presidential candidate's going to go to a bunch of rallies. Are they going to be doing speech?
By his grace, through the redemption that is in...
Procedure, and ask how much is this procedure going to cost. You don't ask that question. So this might help in responsibility and transparency.
Let's touch on interest rates, kind of more of a macro view here. What do you think about them as far as how low they might go?
Who knows? But we broke a new low today on this cycle. 1.95 was the close on the 10-year Treasury. We've been as low as 1.34 in 2016, but this is the lowest point since 2016. They could definitely push lower. I think they will. The Fed is likely to chase this 10-year rate lower. They are behind the curve. Now, they kind of indicated no drop in July, but the pressure is on. Futures indicate virtually 100% chance of a rate cut in July and another rate cut in the fall. This really does pressure them. And interesting, if we were to have a recession in the next year or two, we noticed that Federal Reserve rate policy tends to stay low a couple years after a recession. So we could have several years here of persistently low rates, and it's not just here in the U.S. markets across the globe. The German bund today at a negative 0.4% on the 10-year.
And is Wall Street liking that cheap money? I mean, and what the different investors can do with it?
Oh, absolutely. Love that cheap money. It's still out there. Remember, the Fed balance sheet is still about a little over $3.5 trillion. They're going to end this year and probably be at $3.5 trillion still on their balance sheet. So globally, we've got some push here with the change over in the ECB with Christine Lagarde probably going to take the helm. She's been nominated. She is accommodative. And then here in the U.S., Waller and Shelton as Trump's latest picks for the Fed board. They're both accommodative. Both kind of have the same view as James Bullard. And Shelton's a little more controversial with having sound money principles, but they would both be likely to be accommodative on the rates as well as on the possibility of QE if that ever came back up again.
Good insight. Thank you so much. Always good to have you on the show. John Beaver, president of Phase 3 Advisory Services, also registered principal with Royal Alliance Associates. Up next, Personal Finance Wednesday, making sure kids are literate financially. And we'll check traffic and weather next. WBBM News Time, 12:37.
Reminding Chicago residents, especially those traveling this summer, to ensure your measles vaccinations are up to date. If you or your child needs the measles vaccine, visit measlesvax.chicago.gov to find a location where the MMR vaccine is guaranteed to be available.
A man Carey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram exclusive just announced with Chrysler Capital. 0% financing on new Jeep products. New Jeep Cherokee Latitude, Sports, Limited, Jeep Compasses, Renegades, 0% on all of them. Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited, Overland, Summits, 0% on all of them. And make no payments till October. 500 new Jeeps direct from Detroit have just arrived at Man Carey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Oak Lawn with 0% financing. Bank reps on site with $25 million to lend. You will drive home today in a new Jeep at Man Carey's. New Jeep Cherokees, Latitudes, Sports, Limited, 0%. New Jeep Grand Cherokees, Limited, Overlands, Summits, 0%. Jeep Compasses, Renegades, yep, 0%. And make no payments till October. Don't forget this Man Carey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram and Chrysler Capital exclusive offer can only be found in one place and one place only. Man Carey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram on 95th Street in Oak Lawn. With approved credit on select models plus tax, title, license, and doc fee.
WBBM News Time, 12:38. Traffic and weather together on the 8s. Here's Claire Lane.
Yeah, road work, a couple of crashes, but overall traffic not too terrible. And not terrible at all in the evens. You're clear both ways. Get to the out 27 to Montrose, 8 in the Express. In the process of being flipped outbound, so traffic starting to flow. It's 37 minutes to O'Hare. That'll take you 50 coming in from the airport, 37 and off the East Junction. Outbound on the I-28 to Manheim, 41 to 39. About all jammed up. Independence coming into the Jane Burr with a crash at Damon in the right lane. 44 minutes from 390, 27 in from Manheim. Stevenson out, 37 to 355. It'll only take you 46. That's coming in from 355. 36 minutes in from 294. A bit sluggish northbound 55 approaching Arsenal with ongoing road work. Up on Van Ryan 26, and about 23